Hi guys, my name is Paul Ikua, Youth Programs Coordinator, and we have
Muthoni Waiganjo, Placement Officer, Covadis Youth Hub.
welcome to our Kuboga na Mayouth show, and today we are going to discuss about
Things we feel you ought to do after completing high school and also after completing campus. So, Paul, what do you feel that after completing high school you ought to do?
So number one, after completing high school, you're supposed to help your parents by doing household chores.
Like,
So that is one. Like tuseme kupika, kuosha nyumba, kupasua kuni, kufanya kazi ya shamba. So, number two, after completing high school, make sure you purchase a smartphone because we are in the digital era. So all information is going to be passed digitally. So with a smartphone, it will really help you. You are not going to miss any communication or information. So it is right, you ought to have a smartphone after completing high school. Then number three, after completing high school, you are probably 18 years. So you need to apply for your national ID. It will really help you as you go down the line. You need to open a Gmail account because all information or all official communication is going to be done through the email. So it is very, very important to have an email account. The other point is you're supposed to have a KRA PIN and subsequently open a bank account. These are the requirements that you're going to need as you go on down the line to your next steps of life. You need to enroll for short-term courses like computer
maybe?
packages. Number two, you can go for driving course.
Yeah,
You can do fashion and design.
sure.
You can do
Graphic.
graphic design or even hairdressing. So beauty. Those are the short courses you can do, you can pursue after finishing or completing high school. So the next point is you ought to join a youth group, either in church, be part and parcel of the youths in your church, or in the community, you may be part and parcel of a football club or any other group that helps the society. Then we have, you can look for manual jobs.
Sure.
Mjengo, unaweza enda mjengo, ama kibarua vibarua ambazo unaweza pata kwa shamba ama in any other place. Manual jobs. Then chenye utapata kwa manual jobs you can save. With a smartphone, it will really help you to research more about the potential courses you can do in college or university. You ought to be up to date with the current education information or communication because maybe the government requires you to revise your courses. So if you're not up to date, you might miss out on important information.
Sure.
Last but not least, you subscribe or you follow websites or blogs that have youth transition materials. Like here in Covadis, we have a website that have materials that can help the young youth, can help you seek information. You can source for information and you get knowledge about some things about transition. You transiting from high school to campus or to the other steps of life. I think those are the points I have for today that are going to help you as a person after talking about the things we ought to do after completing high school.
Yeah.
What are the things a young person who have finished campus, you feel that he or she is ought to do?
After campus, what you ought to do is you first have to, after you are through now with books, it should first hit on your mind that now you are in the real world. Now it is okay, the real things now start coming out in your mind. So you need to gather your certificates first. After you are through, you make sure that you have gone for your KCSE certificate. I know some of the people, they will wait for that time that they will be called for interview. That is the time they will go to collect those certificates. You need to make sure that you gather all those relevant documents that you know that you will need them during interview. You gather them, then you make sure that they are in order, that in case of any opportunity, job opportunity, at least you not rush the last minute. I know some of us have found ourselves rushing the last minute to an extent that you have even to cough extra money to make sure that you get those documents. I know maybe you have had maybe a friend, or maybe you,
Yeah.
I don't know.
That point is relevant, very relevant to us,
Yeah.
even to me. I've gone through that because after finishing campus, I happened to get a job opportunity somewhere,
Yeah.
but I had not cleared school. I had no the document that are required, so I had to rush for a record time in order to get all those documents, and I spent a lot of money going for shortcuts so that I can get the documents on time.
Yeah.
So it is very important for all of us to have all our documents, school documents, and the other statutory requirements, so that we be ready in case there is a job opportunity or opening even tomorrow
What
or
are
even
like
right
those
now.
documents? Maybe like good conduct.
Yeah, you
You
go
know.
for good conduct.
Yeah.
You go for
Clearance from
clearance,
maybe help.
help.
Yeah.
You go for NSSF,
Sure.
NHIF. You go for your school certificates, all of them, and of course, uh, for now, because we're in a digital era, you need to upload them, and
Sure.
they ought to stay in a
Soft
digital
copy.
format, soft copy,
Mm.
so that wherever you are, even if you are in Kisumu, Nairobi, Mombasa,
You
you
can
can
just
be able to
attach.
just enter in a cyber and just print
Sure.
them out.
Nowadays, you don't get the job instantly. At times, you have to wait. So before you wait for that job, you can't just idle. You can't just stay like that at home. You need to think what you do, what to do. Now this is the time that you think of volunteership. You can find an organization depending on the course you studied, or a company, or maybe a CBO, that is community-based organization. You volunteer there, and during that period of volunteership, I know you get that experience. You will be able to network with people, you know, and in that way of networking, I know those people may help you get maybe a job, or maybe you find yourself lucky and you get yourself absorbed there in that organization, and that will be good than just staying there at home. And at the same time, you are getting experience, you know, your CV is being updated. The next thing, you can also think of internship. I think internship go hand in hand with volunteership.
Yeah, true.
But internship is a bit, you know, maybe you are being given a small stipend also. But all the same, you will be able to get experience. Okay, well, you might not find that internship, or maybe you might not get an opportunity to have that volunteership. Still, you don't stay just like that.
Yeah.
You need to come up with something that you can be doing along as you
Seek for the
wait,
job.
you seek for job, and also as you keep sending those CVs and cover letters
Applications,
and
yeah.
application letter, you have to be doing something all along. Nowadays, at least we have a lot of things that we can keep ourselves busy in those activities. We have online platforms, and we also have freelancing. Of late, freelancing is a hot cake.
Yeah, true.
You know, in freelancing and online platforms, that's where you find things like referrals. You'll find things like design logos, making websites. We will find things like you also find things
Transcription.
like transcription.
Yes.
And they are well paying nowadays. At least you can get something that will keep you going, and also that will help you even when you will be applying for a job, because at times you have to travel, so you will require some cash. At least those things can keep you going. They can give you some cash that you'll be using to maybe even go for interview, even to print those papers, because at times you'll be needed to print those papers. So at least when you're doing transcriptions and such things, online platforms, you'll be generating something that
True.
will help you
True.
during that time. Also, you know, some of us maybe are not good at freelancing platforms, but also you can have other options. You can do entrepreneurship. I know entrepreneurship to some of us, it
Might
is also
sound a big word.
sure. But here is where now you start doing some businesses, sort
Income
of
generating
income generating
activities.
activities, sort of. You can come up with maybe something like pottery keeping. You know, of late pottery keeping, it is also a hot cake in the market.
Yes.
You know, like you will rear hens, and maybe after some time they have already reared eggs,
Yeah,
and those eggs you go and sell out there, and for sure it will help you as you continue waiting for that job
Job opening.
instead
Yeah,
of
true.
staying just like that.
Yeah.
You can also do agriculture. You can have a kitchen garden whereby you can farm things like coriander,
True.
kales, cabbages, and at least you will not be idle. At least those things, they will keep you busy as you wait for that white collar job or that cause of your profession.
Yeah.
And also, we also have some other things you can be doing. You can also do short course as you wait. You can decide maybe to enroll in a course that maybe that when you combine with the course that you took in campus, it will make you like have added advantage. It will like make you stand out in the job market.
Now, can you give us an example maybe of the such courses?
Yeah, okay. For example, let's say you have done accounting. You took accounting in college or maybe
College.
campus. Here you can do something like CPA, CFA, and at least it will boost you up, and also it will make you stand out than the rest, you know? Yeah.
Like here in Covadis, we have several online courses.
Yeah.
We have financial literacy.
Yeah, I know.
We have DJing.
Yeah.
We have conflict prevention and management.
Wow. Yeah.
We have graphic design, and I think CV,
Yeah.
CV writing and cover letter.
Yeah.
So all those courses,
Yeah.
you can pursue them
Yeah.
after, and to add on your course.
Sure.
Such-
So nowadays, you know, social media
Yes.
is also another hack. Nowadays,
Social media management.
TikTok, YouTube,
Yeah.
don't use them for fun. Make good use of them, and I'm very sure after some time you will monetize.
You can monetize.
They start giving you something
True.
for maybe upkeep and also some other things as you also wait for those white collar jobs. Also, we have things like beadwork. Beadwork, nowadays it is really paying. I know of people like right now, they have become those big people out there because of things like beadwork. Those small things that we feel like we undermine them, but when you do them
With passion
with passion, of course,
and dedication.
And sacrifice, you will go out there and shine. There is also things like kushona mats. Nowadays, people are like, they are doing those crochet things. And also some people, you can also do like, you know, those people who are good in maybe makeups. You can do makeup for money. You can also do salon things, maybe if you have those skills. Don't stay there until that time you get that white collar job.
True.
Make sure that even though that white collar job will come, make sure that it will find you doing something else rather than idling out there. And you know that busy, when you are busy, at least you can't think of other bad things. Job might not come instantly.
Yeah. True.
You know, nowadays it's more of experience, and at times they look even for 5 years experience or more. So you don't have to stay 5 years like at home waiting for a job. Make sure that you find something to do, and we have already given you hacks of what you ought to do after campus or maybe after college. So make sure you practice what we have already said, and I'm very sure it will help you as you wait for that job, and it will help you even there out, even when you have you already have that job.
I
Yeah.
hope all our young people are going to take note of them.
Sure.
They're going to put them into practice.
Sure.
And that we believe you are going far.
Sure.
Now, the secret to all these things we are talking about ni kujituma tu.
Ukweli.
Tujitume, tujitume, tujitume.